You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
You can all go fuck yourselves.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Oh. Howdy do.
Hello.
Hello. Whoa. Hollywood.
Ba 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 ba. We're raping women and we don't like blacks.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's.
It's gonna be a wacky fucking Oscars, I tell you
what. Tommy Wiseau's gonna be there. Oh,
we know that for a fact yet?
Well, he was at the Golden Globes with James Franco.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty. Now, here's the thing, James Franco. Much like what happened to Casey Affleck last year, right before the Oscar nominations came out, Casey Affleck, there was a bunch of sexual allegations came out against him. Now, he still went on to win the Best Actor Oscar anyway, but James Franco, it must have been a timed thing because 5 accusers came forward for James Franco. So
I don't believe him.
Well, I don't know. It just...
We're talking... This is James Franco, that lovable scamp. No way. No way. I
haven't actually... I haven't honestly read any of the allegations. Not that I'm saying that if I read them, I'd be like, oh, yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet to even say, yeah, I'm not buying this, or, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I do.
So, but anyhow, so it must have been a time thing, just like it was with Casey Affleck, because there's no better time to accuse someone right before they're probably going to get their film and themselves nominated for an Oscar.
Well, let's be fair, and we'll get into this because this is going to be something we've never done with the show before. We're actually going to try to predict the nominees before they're announced next Tuesday.
Yes.
Now, I'm bad enough picking winners.
Picking nominees,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. But I, for one, would like to posit that I have seen The Disaster Artist. I liked The Disaster Artist, and there's no way he's being nominated for Best Actor or Best Screen... possibly Best Adapted Screenplay. Nominee definitely won't win it.
Probably not. Let me see. It's
it was
adapted,
a good. I enjoyed it.
Might have to go to something like The Darkest Hour or The Post, something along those lines.
If they nominate it for Best Picture, I will tell you 100%. It was only nominated because people wanted to see Tommy Wiseau on stage at the Oscars.
I hope
only
so.
Only reason. I hope it's nominated too. But even if it is nominated, it's gonna be a mercy. It's gonna be one of those ones where if it was only 5 Best Picture options, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I picked 10 films, even though I know there aren't going to be 10 nominees. I will list my 10, narrow it down to 7 because I think realistically we're gonna have 7. The most we ever had was 9, and that was the first year they started doing this again in 2009.
10 is possible, so
It is possible.
We can go up to 10.
It is possible, but it's possible only on votes. Every year they never have enough votes to go past 7. I think last year there was 8. So it is possible, but they never vote. They never get enough qualified votes for that 9th and 10th film.
As we go through, I'll tell you, I don't have a full amount for all of the there's a couple of categories where I'm short one. So, and Best Picture is one of them. I could only get 9 down.
Wait. You picked for all the categories?
All the major ones: picture, director, actor, supporting actor, actress, supporting actress, original screenplay, adapted screenplay.
Jesus Christ!
I mean,
I didn't say. I didn't say we were doing that.
I assumed.
No, if I could even read my text back to you, I said we can pick the Best Picture nominations.
I thought we could. I thought it was Oscar nominations.
Dude, that's like.
Well,
30,
you can listen to my
30 nominations. 30 nominations.
And then you can weigh in.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's not my fault that you're not ambitious.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I can come up with a list. Off the top of my head. I might not be able to get all 5, but I know I can get some.
And I'm sure you'll agree with most of my choices. I don't have any wild choices here.
Okay.
Although I think we should have a long shot category where if any January releases get nominated, all bets are off.
Okay. Well, no January films will be nominated.
But that's why it's a long shot.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So what are we going to start with then? Are we going to do Best Picture last? Work up to it?
No, let's do Best Picture first. It's not like we're announcing the fucking winners.
This is true.
But since I've got more, why don't you go down and I'll jump in and just start with your Best Picture. You have 9.
I have 10. I have 10.
You have 10. I have 9.
10, and I've seen 2 of them.
I've seen 3 of the ones I've chosen.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 10 films, and I'm going to start off with The Disaster Artist. I think it's a very likely chance that it gets nominated for Best Picture.
I agree.
I think
it's a fitting nominee.
I don't think it's going to be one of the 7 or 8 that'll realistically get nominated in the end, but I think it has a very strong chance to be nominated.
But only because of the 10 Best Picture options.
Absolutely. It is not one of the 5, because I picked the 5 that I think would have been nominated, anyway. Because you know how...
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Give us the 5 that you think wouldn't have been nominated if it was just 5, like a normal fucking Oscar show.
Okay, so Disaster Artist is one of those 5.
All right. Now,
well, here's the thing. I don't think there's 5. You want me to... Okay, so I'll pick the 5 that wouldn't never have been nominated if there was just 5 of
Correct.
the 10. Okay, I can do that.
Disaster Artist is one of those.
Disaster Artist is one of those.
Now, you have seen The Disaster Artist.
I have not.
Oh,
I have not. Now, here's the thing. I just made Mare watch The Room, which I told her. I said, listen, we cannot see The Disaster Artist until you see The Room. I told her, I said it's mandatory watching. You have to watch The Room.
Well,
because here's the thing. She's going to get more of the jokes if she's seen The Room.
Yeah. I've told people that you don't necessarily have to see The Room first, but you will enjoy the movie so much more because you'll get a lot. The fact that it kind of explains some of the crazy shit that happens in the movie,
right?
The behind the scenes of it. Obviously, you're going to enjoy it more.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, but it stands on its own.
Yes. So
but ironically, it's less believable on its own.
Oh, is it?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, like the stuff. Like it's hard to believe that this film actually exists if you watch it on its own.
Yeah.
Like I almost watched it with my parents, and I guarantee if I had, the question I would have got every 15 minutes was, "This isn't real, right? Like this isn't a true story." I said, "Yes, it is a totally true story." And I will just say briefly, having seen the film and having read the book, and having seen The Room, the order that I highly recommend is watch The Room, watch The Disaster Artist, then read the book.
Okay. You'll get the best experience from that.
I think you get the most enjoyment out of all three if you handle them in that order. And I also like the idea that we might have an Oscar, a film nominated for Best Picture that is about somebody making a bad movie just so he could because he wanted to get an Oscar and didn't.
It's great.
And it's based on a novel about the film. So it's not even a movie based on a movie. It's a movie based on a book based on a movie. By
Greg Sestero, who played Mark in the film. So this person, he was on set. He had a relationship with Tommy Wiseau. They were friends. So it's pretty special if you really, put it all together.
Honestly, the worst thing of the film for me is the what's his name that plays Greg Sestero in the film?
Oh, that's his brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, it pains me.
Really?
I would have just, for me, they just should have gotten the real Greg Sestero play the character. Yeah, he should have played the character.
He probably still could have.
I think it would have been great.
Yeah, what's his brother? I mean, obviously his last name is Franco, but it's...
I forget. I don't care.
It's James Franco, and obviously
he's not getting nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
No.
I'll tell you that hands down.
Of course not.
And I really, really hope...
Oh, it's Dave Franco.
Dave Franco. Okay. And I didn't watch any making of I didn't read anything about it because I don't do that anymore. I need to go into these films blind to enjoy them. I would like to believe that at some point they will release their full version of The Room.
Oh, they're like a longer cut, or
like them just redoing The Room.
Oh, I see. Because I think James Franco had said that they, and I don't want to get into this too much because if it is nominated for Best Picture, we're going to do a formal review of the film. That they were filming scenes so to perfection that you could side by side them. And
they actually do identical during the end credits.
Get out of here.
Ruin it.
Wow. That's cool.
That's not a spoiler. That's just don't fucking get up when the credits start rolling.
Gotcha.
But, but that makes me think that they filmed a lot more. And I just like to think that they could actually put together their own cut of it.
I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
I always wanted you and I just to recreate the entire Birdemic by ourselves, but we live too far apart and are too old to be doing that shit.
Yeah. We've never actually done a formal review of the Room. We've just referenced it and talked about it on this show. Literally, because we're going on our 9th year doing this podcast. From year 1, we've talked about it. I'm almost positive that in 2009, when we started this thing, we were talking about that movie.
Everybody was. I mean, really.
And now...
I think it's one of the reasons why we never reviewed it, too. Because, you know what? Everybody's talking about this film. What do we have to bring to the table that's new? And not much. We're going to giggle at the same things.
And right.
But we have talked about it.
We have talked about it.
Just not formally.
No. And the thing is, to do a review now, it's even worse than then.
Exactly.
If we were going to do a review now. So, we may never review the film The Room. It would just be way too cliche, especially for a show like ours called Moviesucktastic.
Yeah.
Maybe if our show wasn't called Moviesucktastic, we could possibly, do that. And maybe
you got to pull back every now and then.
If The Disaster Artist is nominated, maybe we can do. I mean, we kind of can do a little bit of a formal review for both.
Yeah, I think if we review The Disaster Artist, we're reviewing the book and the Room as well. Okay. So we get to say that.
All right. So moving on. The next film that I think is going to be nominated but wouldn't have been part of the 5. And the reason why this is on my list, because there was a lot of buzz about this film. And I've actually heard a lot, and I haven't seen this yet either, but I've heard a lot of buzz about this being nominated too. And the more and more I thought of it, the more I agree that it could realistically be nominated for Best Picture, and that
Say it.
and that I'm getting to it, and that
You're
is
teasing me.
you like it when I tease you, don't you?
No.
That is yes, you do. Shh. That is the film Get Out. Now,
On my list as well.
I don't think it wins Best Picture. I don't think it would be one of the 5, but I do think it could very realistically and might possibly be nominated. And due to the
agree.
fact that there are hardly any other black cinema or any kind of films that deal with any kind of, black cinema or black actors because of the whole white gold thing, I think this is a good excuse for them to nominate this film, and on top of it also being a good film.
Oh, gee, are you saying that one of the reasons why the Oscar nominations aren't flooded with black films or black actors or black directors is that they're only a small portion of the vast number of films out there?
Yeah, something like
shocked.
that. Something
I'm
like
shocked.
that. Your video is frozen, by the way.
I'm in the process of updating my software, so you're going to see some minor changes.
Why would you do that in the middle of the show?
Because I don't think my face is bringing much to the table, so I think it's okay.
It's bothering you that much that you can't zoom in.
Yeah, it is, but don't worry, we're
Okay.
moving along.
We're moving along. So that's my second pick for probably gets nominated, but definitely isn't one of the 5 in a 5 nomination format. Now,
Right.
I haven't seen that film yet either, although it did monster money at the box office. Low budget film.
But you haven't seen Get Out yet?
I haven't seen Get Out yet.
Dude, it's awesome.
I've had it for forever, and I just haven't gotten around to seeing it. Because you got to remember, I always get I want to watch this movie with you, and then when it comes time to actually watch it, I'm too tired. So I end up watching films on my own, and especially for this show. So this movie has been out forever, and I haven't seen it yet. And that's why. It's in my collection, but I haven't seen it yet.
So I'm in my choices for nominees. I'm going with the aspect that between the whole white gold thing,
Yes,
and the whole Get Out movement, both of which are valid complaints. I'm not knocking. I make fun saying, Tyler Perry, you've got to step up.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, hey. Any discussion about this stuff is good, but all I'm going to say is, with all this controversy, if there's a black actor or a black film or a black director or a female director, they're getting nominated.
At this point,
holy shit!
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Like there's a couple of other, like the one that Denzel Washington did. That is
Israel
or
J.
whatever.
Esquire. Israel Esquire.
Yeah. I know we'll get to the Best Actor category, but Denzel Washington absolutely gets nominated for Best Actor. That movie won't be nominated for Best Picture, but he gets nominated for Best Actor.
I think my entire Skype is frozen.
Oh, well.
I can't do anything.
I can disconnect with you, and then you can call me back. It won't affect the show.
Yeah, hang up on me and call me back real quick, and we'll move on to the next nominee.
All right. Let's do that again. Ooh, this is great radio right here. Watch, he's not going to be able to connect with me. Something so wrong is happening on his end. Oh, yeah. That's no good. Well, he's probably in the process of rebooting his computer. Oh, man. I knew I shouldn't have did that. I should have just kept a picture of him on the screen. Oh, he's calling me? Hello?
Hey,
Hey there. You're back.
that might be working now.
No,
yeah,
your video is working.
and I'll be testing my Zoom in a moment.
Ooh.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think Get Out is definitely going to be nominated.
I don't think it's
it
going
has
to be
a chance
one.
of winning, but
I don't think it's one of the 5 though. Although,
oh no, it's
see, it's close. It could be because of the whole white gold thing.
it's
but,
the most likely out of the ones that wouldn't have been.
Right. I don't think it would be one of the 5. I think there's a lot of other films that they're going to latch onto that would be one of the 5. I do think it gets nominated. I really do think it gets nominated though. But I don't think it would.
No, definitely.
I don't think it would be one of the 5 if there was only a 5 nominee format. Okay, moving on. The Darkest Hour. Hope that's way too much. And that lined up perfectly with me saying The Darkest Hour. Because I'm scared. I'm scared right now.
Darkest Hour is
The Winston Churchill, Gary Oldman.
Yeah, Darkest Hour is not on my list, but it was supposed to be, so that evens me out of 10. I meant to put that on there, so let me just add that real quick.
I think it gets nominated for Best Picture. I don't think it would be one of the 5. I don't. I don't think it has.
I do, because it's a historical drama.
Yeah, but...
And those are like fucking catnip to the Oscars.
Well, when you hear the 5 that I think will be of the 5, I think you would agree with me that it might have made it, but not this time around, not this year.
Okay. All right.
So, and I know we're going to talk about Best Actor nominees, but not only am I calling Gary Oldman to be nominated for Best Actor for that, but I'm calling him to actually win the Oscar for playing Winston Churchill. I've seen some snippets of him as Churchill, and holy shit, he is way overdue for an Oscar. That's true. This is a perfect excuse to give it to him, and it'll actually be deserving as well.
Right.
He's just... One, he looks amazing. 2, he sounds amazing. He just... Every line he delivers, you're just enthralled by it. So I think he not only wins the category or gets nominated, but I think he wins the Oscar this year. I'm calling that a lock.
All right.
I don't normally do that, but I would be shocked,
honestly,
if he doesn't walk away with the Oscar.
I'd say right now, honestly, for Best Picture, I think your and my lists are going to be very similar. I don't think there's a lot of surprises this year.
I don't think so.
Please continue.
Okay. Next film that I think will be nominated, but not one of the 5, and I had a hard time with this one because this one could have been, and it's Steven Spielberg's The Post.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep. I think it definitely gets nominated for Best Picture. I don't think it would be one of the 5 in a 5 nominee format. And the reason
I 100% agree.
And the thing is, it could be because Spielberg's films very famously have been in of the 5 nominee format, even when I thought that they wouldn't, like that movie Munich. I was like, how is this nominated? It was not a bad film, it was a good film, but I'm like, this is nominated for Best Picture? I just didn't expect it whatsoever.
Anything he fucking touches, as long as it's historical in nature, it's going to get nominated. The Post is historical in nature.
Yeah.
It's political, it's relevant. It's going to make the list.
Yeah. So it's definitely nominated for Best Picture. I don't think it would be one of the 5. And, one of the best ways to kind of gauge what would be of the 5 is what they pick for their Best Director nominees. So if you go by the Best Director nominees, that's a very close gauge to, this is what they feel is Best Director. Odds are their movies that they've directed would have been one of the 5. That is almost always the way I've noticed since 2009.
Yep.
So, but
no argument here.
So The Post. Moving on is the film The Florida Project. I think the film The Florida Project gets nominated for Best Picture, but
really,
yes. Again, it's historical. Okay. It's like a coming...
Topical.
It's topical. Well, it takes place in, I think, the 60s.
Yeah,
When-
but let me get- let me
or
let me-
no, the
let me rephrase.
70s,
When I
the-
say
the-
historical, I
yeah.
mean covering a historical event, not just being in the past.
Correct. This
But
this took place
it-
during the development of Walt Disney World in Florida, because
No,
it was called
yeah.
the Florida Project when it was being developed.
film is getting a lot of hype. I totally agree with you that
Yeah.
it's a big film. I don't believe it's going to get Best Picture. I think it's going to get other categories easily.
Well, I think
And we'll talk about
I think
those.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, don't
gets-
even mention it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
But I disagree with you on this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong.
okay. So I think it gets Best Picture nominee. Don't think it's
Uh-huh.
one of the 5.
Definitely not.
And then the last film we talked about, The Post, Darkest Hour, Get Out. Nope, that's my 5. That's my 5. That wouldn't be in a 5 nominee format, which I mentioned.
Okay,
the
yeah,
Post,
5,
The
yeah.
Darkest Hour, Get Out, Disaster
All right.
Artist, and The Florida Project.
So what are your big 5? As if I didn't know.
My big 5 is Dunkirk.
Obviously,
I think-
a war film with a big budget. Gee,
Yeah.
if
And
War Horse got a nomination,
now Dunkirk
then-
is one of the films that I have seen.
okay.
And while I enjoyed the film, I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I wouldn't pick it as one of the final 5, but I know that it is. If that makes
I'm not
any
looking forward to
sense.
sitting through another fucking war film.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's only
I-
it's only an hour and 40 minutes.
Thank God, because I'm still scarred from Hacksaw Ridge.
This isn't. This movie is PG-13. It's nothing like that.
PG-13.
Yeah, it's PG-13.
Who makes a PG? Fuck that.
Christopher Nolan makes a PG-13 war film. Not only does it make a bajillion dollars, but it's actually pretty good too. Christopher Nolan
right,
is the best working director. He's the best director
I like-
working right now.
I like Christopher. Hey, you know,
That's
we're in a
no
time
joke.
period where we're in a time period where some of the biggest directors are directors I actually like, which I'm not used to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Nolan's one of them,
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's PG-13.
you liked it, so I'll give it a shot.
No, I did like it. I don't think it. I think it's honestly. I think it's going to be the one that I think it wins Best Picture. The Hollywood is moving.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's. I can tell you right now. I haven't seen all of the nominees, but I can tell you right now, I'm not going to think it is the best picture, even though I think it's going to win Best Picture, because I see Hollywood moving in that direction to give it the Oscar, to give Christopher
Honestly-
Nolan Best Director, to give Dunkirk Best Picture, because like Peter Jackson when he was doing The Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson was way overdue for that Best Director and Best Picture by the time he
Yeah,
got to
but-
Return of the King, and the Academy rewarded him for it. Christopher Nolan has not made a bad film yet. If you look at every single film that he's directed,
Hang
no.
on.
You look, and
I'm looking.
I can guarantee you he has not made a bad film yet.
That's a steep statement.
Let's do
now
it.
we're talking director, producer, writer, what?
Director.
Director. Okay.
Yes. So I believe we
Don't-
start with Memento.
No, we start with Following. That was his first major film.
I've never seen that movie, so
Then you are talking out your ass. Following wasn't a bad film. It was decent. Okay.
All right.
Memento, excellent.
Yep.
Insomnia, American remake of a foreign film. They always fall short, but it wasn't bad.
that's correct as well.
Batman Begins.
Excellent.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Prestige, better than the book.
Yeah, Prestige was fucking great.
Hands down better than the book. I will say that.
Okay.
Dark Knight, holy fuck.
Probably
Yes.
could possibly be the best film he's ever made. Maybe
And probably
no,
the
well
best
maybe
Batman film.
definitely the best Batman film. Memento is pretty much a masterpiece. So okay,
Then we got Inception. I thought it was a great film.
great film as well.
People talk a smack about it, just don't like nice films.
I love the whole Inception thing in Rick and Morty, by the way.
Yeah. Dark Knight Rises, not my favorite, but not bad.
Also correct.
And Interstellar, I thought it was a very decent time travel film. I liked it.
I liked Interstellar as well. And then he hasn't made any. He's made Dunkirk after Interstellar, right? Was that his next project?
You're breaking up on me.
Oh, after Interstellar came Dunkirk. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
I didn't do anything.
I'm not blaming you.
Okay.
I'm just saying you were breaking up.
Okay.
So as far as directing, Interstellar was his last film.
So, well, and Dunkirk is his current film. So that's my case. The man has not made a bad film yet.
You know what? I'll have to. Even Zack Snyder had a Sucker Punch. I'll give you to that. I'll give you that. Nolan has not made a bad film. Bad film.
He's actually getting better. He's becoming a better director.
Well, we'll see with Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is a very good film. I don't think it is the best picture. I haven't seen them all, but I'm going out on a limb saying it's not the best picture, but it is a very good movie. So
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Okay, so Dunkirk.
What have you gotten after that?
That's my big one. I think Dunkirk wins Best Picture. Christopher Nolan walks away with Best Director. That's what I'm going with. Lady Bird. I think Lady Bird is one of the 5, and you have a
female director,
strong female lead, opinionated, and then you have a female director who did a very good job making this movie. Hollywood is going to absolutely reward that. So
yeah,
it's absolutely. I saw the movie. I thought it was a pretty good film. Don't think it has a shot in hell at winning Best Picture, although that's my opinion.
If I agree with you, if you don't weigh in the whole political movement, the Oscars, among anything else, is going to try to rectify the whole Harvey Weinstein, holy shit, every other guy in the industry is just raping women left and right. or at least trying to.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Okay.
I would not be surprised if Lady Bird won for Best Picture based on that. And I wouldn't be upset about it.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I just don't think it will.
I would not cry foul. I was more angry about the artist winning.
Yeah, that was the year we got drunk. That was that Oscars. All right. So
what else you got?
I got Call Me by Your Name being nominated for Best Picture.
I do too.
It takes place in the Italian countryside, and Armie Hammer, him and his friend, I guess they're. I don't know if it's their son or if it's an assistant, but they fall in love. So basically, it's like Brokeback Mountain, but in Italy. And it's supposed to, it's on everyone's top 10 list. It's supposed to be extremely well acted, well written. It's right across the board. It's everything that Hollywood absolutely loves.
Oh yeah,
all molded for a Best Picture nominee. So, so I think that gets a Best Picture nomination, and I think it would be one of the 5, mainly based on subject matter and the fact that
performances, obviously,
that as well. Yes.
Yeah. I agree with you as well.
And, okay, so moving on, I think 3 Billboards gets nominated for Best Picture and would be one of the 5.
I agree it gets nominated. I don't agree it gets one of the 5.
Okay. I disagree, but I think it would get one of the 5. It's
too genre. It's too genre. They don't like genre films for Best Picture when it's 5. The reason they expanded it was to 10 is so they could take films like that normally would never have a chance in hell, but are so critically acclaimed that it's like last year with Hell or High Water. Right. 5 never gets in there. It's a fucking Western, basically.
Yeah, and you know what? I've seen it a couple of more times since we reviewed it. I enjoy that film more every time I watch it. Every time I see it, I look at it and I'm like, shit, maybe I was like, this is probably the one that should have won Best Picture.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
3 Billboards, I liked it a lot. And have you seen it yet?
Not yet. I'm going to try and watch it this week.
I'm dying to review it with you because I have had several people tell me they do not like the ending. And
Then I gotta watch it now.
And I do. And I can defend the ending without being mean.
Okay.
So, which is rare.
So is that something... I don't think we talk about the ending on the show, though, in detail. I mean, we'd have to give a huge major spoiler alert.
In this case, we might have to do like a 15-minute before the end show saying, okay, turn this off now if you don't want to hear about the ending.
Okay, and then before we actually start talking about it.
Because, again, I got people saying, excellent film, and then these are people that are, again, this is like Snowpiercer, but on a lower level. These are like people that I really trust their opinion, and they're like, oh, it's great, I love it. It's like, yeah, but the ending sucked. And I was bracing myself for this shitty ending, and I got it, and I was like, what's wrong with this? I don't get it. If no one had said that, it never would have occurred to me that the ending was not. I even think my mother would have been okay with the ending.
No kidding. Okay.
Okay. And that's one of those things. That's like what was the one film they watched? I remember there's one where she looks at me, that's how this ends. It's like, oh yeah, Birdman.
No, it was Birdman. Yeah. And didn't you also say, it's like, I didn't recommend this to you. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
Exactly. I didn't tell you to watch this. I knew you wouldn't like it. But there have been a lot of any film like that with that kind of ending. It's always what's with that ending? It says, it's not for you. Yeah,
this is not your movie.
But honestly, I think my mother watching this film, I don't think she'd be like, oh, that was nice. I'm okay with the ending. She may not have liked it, but she at least she would have understood it. So it's interesting. Yeah, but I have that on my list too. Okay. So so there's only one film on my list that you don't have.
I have one more movie though.
Right. Okay. What's your last film? My
last film that I think would be one of the 5 is Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water.
Really?
I think that gets nominated for Best Picture. I think the reason why it's one of the 5. I could switch The Post, and I could switch it with The Shape of Water, as putting The Post in. Oh, this is definitely one of the 5. And The Shape of Water is nominated but never would have been one of the 5. I can go either way on that. But I think in the end, I think they nominate Guillermo del Toro for Best Director because he's also a director that is long overdue for a Best Director nomination.
Yeah, but it's a film about a fish guy.
It is a film about a fish guy, and Hollywood is going to fucking eat this shit up. And they're going to nominate it for Best Picture. Not only does it get nominated for Best Picture, but I think it's one of the final 5.
All right. Again, won't be surprised if I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Okay.
I see it getting other nominations, several others, but not Best Picture. Okay, so I have 2 that you did not put on your Best Picture list.
All right. I love it. I can't wait.
All right.
What do we got?
1, Phantom Thread.
Yes, and Paul Thomas Anderson is a Hollywood favorite. This isn't his typical Paul Thomas Anderson bullshit film. Right.
I
actually heard that Phantom Thread is actually very funny. I heard that somewhere, that it's actually a very funny film. Like almost a comedy. They almost are calling it a dark comedy.
Is it? Okay.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that.
All right.
And I'm like, really? Now, I'm like, maybe they're just trying to get asses in seats, but it's only in like 58 theaters or some shit.
I feel like the Oscars has to go a bit more art house.
Actually, I'll tell you how many theaters it's in.
That's on my list. I think they've been too mainstream the past few years. I think they know that. They got to go back more art house. And I don't think there's been a lot of huge, big budget films that have been worthy. So that's my feeling there.
Phantom Thread.
My long shot?
Phantom Thread is in 62 theaters, and it's made $2.4 million. It hasn't gone wide yet.
They need a crying game in there. I think that's their crying game.
I would not be surprised at all if Phantom Thread gets nominated for Best Picture. I think Daniel Day-Lewis gets nominated for Best Actor for sure. But I don't know about Phantom Thread. Even though Paul Thomas Anderson is a Hollywood favorite.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if all my guesses are wrong. That's how I roll.
I don't think that's possible, but...
I think it's possible. This one I acknowledge is a long shot.
Okay.
But I think Mother.
For Best Picture.
Yes. I think it's a long shot. I think it's one of those ones that would never got in a 5. They've got room for 10. It got a lot of hype. There's a lot of a lot of critical acclaim about it. It made a lot. It's something different. I'm thinking it squeezes in there just as kind of like a, hey, see, we're still unpredictable. Ha ha.
Well, considering that that's not how the voting works.
What do you mean that's not how the voting works?
Everyone just gets a list of all the films that are nominated, and they're just picked in a ballot form. It's not like you got like 5 guys saying, let's be spontaneous.
No. You're talking about a group of people that say, hey, let's be spontaneous. It happens.
It's hundreds of their peers that are voting on these movies.
Right, exactly.
I don't know, man. I agree that the only thing I agree with that it definitely isn't one of the final 5. I don't agree that it would get that. I think it's too far gone. I think it was released, and this isn't always the case. It was just released too long ago, and not enough critical acclaim. It had hype when it came out, but I don't think there was enough for it to be remembered now.
Like I said, now that wasn't me shutting you up and just checking my camera.
Yes,
focus.
Believe me, I would have said something.
I admit it's a long shot.
And Aronofsky is, again, like Paul Thomas Anderson, a Hollywood favorite. They really enjoy his stuff.
I think it's a long shot. It might get in there. Not a chance in hell of winning.
That's another film that I haven't seen yet that I've heard a lot of good things about.
I need to watch before someone ruins it for me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ruined for me yet, but when I watch it, I'll know if that tweet has ruined it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not happy about that tweet. I re-listened to that episode, and I'm still not my fault.
Now, let me ask you this, just to save time.
Yeah.
Do you, for your picks for Best Director?
Yes.
Do you have any picks for Best Director that you don't have picked as Best Picture?
No. I think the 5 yes, 3 Billboards. I don't think the director of 3 Billboards gets nominated for Best Director. I think they'll just throw it to Spielberg or something for the Post.
My question is the other way around.
Oh.
Out of the 5, I'll start since you didn't have this prepared because I jumped the gun on you.
You did.
So what I'm asking is, do you think there'll be any nominees for Best Director that you don't see being nominated for Best Picture? Now, in my case, I don't have any. My picks for Best Director are Dunkirk, Phantom Thread, Lady Bird, 3 Billboards, and The Post.
Yeah, and mine are Dunkirk, Lady Bird, Call Me By Your Name, I think Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water, and see, I'm on the fence about Jordan Peele for Get Out, getting him in there for that director nomination.
Oh, I don't think so.
Just to get him in there, but I think it's going to end up being like a Spielberg for The Post.
Like The Post, yeah.
I really do.
I think we're both in agreement. The directors are all going to be represented in the Best Picture category.
Yeah.
Based on what we're guessing.
Yeah, I don't think the director in my list. I don't think the director for 3 Billboards gets it. I think it'll be like a fan favorite, but a Hollywood favorite like Spielberg.
I 3 Billboards is kind of my long shot in there.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it as a long shot. Because directing wise, it's great. And honestly, I'll tell you, I think one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like the ending of 3 Billboards is that at some point they thought it was a Coen Brothers film. And Coen Brothers films typically have, and this may sound weird until you actually take a look at their track record, they typically have happy endings.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying the 3 Billboards ending isn't happy, mind you,
right.
But it's not like a Coen Brothers ending. And we'll talk about that more.
We'll talk
you
about
might disagree with me. That's my feeling.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But but 3 Billboards definitely has a Coen Brothers feel to it. Okay. But I think it's better.
Okay, I can live with that.
So you weren't prepared for actor, supporting, etc. So I'm going to kind of slowly go down my list.
I'm not prepared for actor, but I can throw off 5 names easily.
Well, let me go with the ones I have here, and you fill in the gaps with the ones. Again, I think we're going to be very similar on a lot of this. I've got like a long shot in each one. So for best actor, I've got Daniel whatever for
Daniel
Get Out.
Day-Lewis.
No,
No,
Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out.
No, I wouldn't have picked him.
Really?
No.
White Gold. Yeah, he's getting a nomination.
Maybe.
All right.
Although I think if they're going to go for black nominees, they're going for the dude in the film Marshall, and they're going for Denzel Washington.
I have Denzel Washington, so we agree on that one.
Absolutely. Denzel Washington.
I know you have Daniel Day-Lewis down.
Absolutely. That is a fucking
All
given.
Right. And I know you have Gary Oldman down.
Fuck, I already called him as winning the category.
Right. My fifth one is Tom Hanks.
For The Post? You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with that because...
Okay.
I'm going to agree with that for the very reason that he, for the last decade or so, he's done some solid work, and they've been really talking about him in this. Because he's just not Tom Hanks per se. He changes.
I don't think he's going to win. I think it's like but I think it's Tom Hanks. Let's give a nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's your fifth that you don't agree with me on? Who do you choose instead of the guy from Get Out?
I think Armie Hammer for Call Me by Your Name is probably going to be nominated for Best Actor.
Okay. After you watch Get Out,
yeah.
You can tell me if you change your mind on that.
I will. Okay.
Well, we'll know by Tuesday anyway, but still.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll watch it by Tuesday. But
no. But I mean, we'll know who's nominated by Tuesday. That's
yeah. And but I think Armie Hammer for Call Me by Your Name gets nominated for Best Actor. No, I do.
His name's Armie Hammer.
So what? It's the Lone Ranger.
I don't like it. What?
He's the Lone Ranger.
Exactly. That's gonna be a knock against him.
That's a knock.
Not from me. Not because of me, but because of these knuckleheads out there.
Uh-huh.
Now, supporting actor, I only have 4 written down. I couldn't come up with a 5th.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give you 3, and then I'm going to hold my long shot to last.
Okay.
I'm saying Sam Rockwell, I think, is an easy choice.
Oh, I agree. He's on my list for supporting.
Didn't he win the Golden Globe?
Yeah, you know what? I think he did.
I feel like he did. I don't watch the Golden Globes. I don't give a shit about them, so I always have to double check that. I've got Christopher Plummer down for All the Money in the World.
Okay. I haven't seen that, but
now here's where your Disney thing comes into play. Willem Dafoe, supporting actor.
I absolutely think he's nominated for Best Supporting for The Florida Project.
Right. We're 3 for 3. You got 2 more to add to that?
You know, my long shot. See, I think the kid from Call Me by Your Name, who was also the one boyfriend in Lady Bird. I think he's going to get a Best Supporting Actor nomination. He plays the love interest.
Kids again this year? Really?
He's like 20 years old.
You think? Oh, 20. Okay.
He's the love interest.
There was like little kids in the movie.
There is in the Florida Project. I'm talking about him being in Lady Bird and being the love interest in Call Me by Your Name. I think.
Oh, all right.
I think he gets a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
You know, film about women, directed by a woman. Good way to get them in there in the Best Actor, Supporting Actor. I agree. I can't fault you for that choice. And
I think Mark Rylance from Dunkirk. He's the riverboat captain. I think he gets a Best Supporting Actor. What? Would it help? That guy.
No.
Oh.
Want to hear my long shot?
I have a long shot too. Go ahead.
No, what's your long shot first?
My long shot is going to be Michael Shannon for The Shape of Water.
Well, you're a huge Michael Shannon fan.
I really like Michael Shannon. He's just a weird, quirky guy, and I like that.
Oh, he's great. Dude, you need to see the film 13.
13? There's a couple of movies called 13.
It's a remake of a foreign film.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one's about a Russian roulette tournament.
Oh, God.
He is the referee of the Russian roulette tournament, and he is fucking awesome. I don't have to tell you anymore. You're gonna watch this film now.
I am fucking there. I am so fucking there.
And I also loved him in that that biker film. What was it? Premium Rush.
Oh, the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he played the crooked cop. He was such a great crooked cop. He was just fucking awesome.
Was he really?
Yeah. I recommend that film too. I liked it. It was fun.
Now,
But he's just a despicable fucking evil cop, and it's just great watching him because he tries to pull like the he pulls the good cop thing,
right.
And then it's like when he pulls it, he's like, wow, he makes like good cop look so sleazy. It's great.
He did a film that I really enjoyed called Midnight Express. I don't know if you saw that. What's
that about?
It's him and his son, and they're on the run, and they travel by night.
I've not seen it. Okay.
They travel by night. It's just a really good movie.
You know what it is? He has, ever since I really, and you kind of have led me to him. I'd seen him before, but then when you kept mentioning his name, I have like 5 or 6 films of his from the past. I'm like, I need to go back and watch this shit now.
Like Bug? I haven't seen Bug yet.
Oh, Bug I've seen. Bug's fucking great.
I haven't seen it yet, and it's one of those films that I've been wanting to watch forever, and it's just, he's supposed to be fucking great in it, too.
Is he the lead character in that?
I believe he is, yeah.
Or is he the cop?
In Bug?
Oh, it's been so long.
No,
he's
the dude. He's like,
okay.
He's like,
I saw that so far back. I don't even remember him as being in that.
I think he's schizophrenic. I think he's schizophrenic in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie. Highly recommend.
I was introduced to him in the TV show Boardwalk Empire, where he played a God-fearing like cop in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the 20s.
Honestly,
or in the during the Prohibition. So
I think Premium Rush was the first film I saw him in where I was like, that guy.
Well, he was fucking crazy and just weird and kooky in Boardwalk Empire. So when I saw him in there, I was like, fuck, that guy.
You know what's great about that, too? He does crazy and kooky great, but he can hold down a serious role.
Oh, absolutely.
No problem.
Dude, the last year's film that I thought was Nocturnal Animals. Not only did I think he should have won Best Supporting Actor, but I think that film should have been nominated for Best Picture. That was my favorite film in 2017.
Oh, no. That film, I mean...
2016.
That was not on my radar until you brought it up.
That was
fucking phenomenal.
It was such a great fucking movie.
I put that up there with Nightcrawler.
Absolutely. And Nightcrawler is also a film that was not nominated for Best Picture. Should have.
Yep. And that's why... Oh, excuse me. That's why those kind of films... Again, that kind of like violent Coen Brother film don't normally get picked up for Best Picture. That's why 3 Billboards is kind of a long shot, but I feel like there's been so much positive press about it, they can't ignore it.
Definitely, yeah.
Probably wrong, though. If I was going to be wrong in any of my choices, outside of like my Mother long shot, I think 3 Billboards would be one I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
All right, now here's my long shot for Best Supporting Actor. You ready?
I'm ready.
Mark Hamill. What?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a
Tell
long...
me how
Tell
me how that can't happen.
That's a fucking long shot. J.J. Abrams has been calling for Mark Hamill to be nominated for an Oscar for months. He called it first. Now, have you seen The Last Jedi?
Not yet.
It ain't happening.
I'm telling you.
Now, his performance... I'm not saying his performance wasn't good. It was good. But it ain't the Oscar nomination good.
Lifelong, like, just revered cult actor. Perfect chance for this. I'm not saying he'll win, but nomination, talk about bringing an audience back to the Oscars. Between him and Tommy Wiseau, forget it. You finally have honestly, who the fuck watches the Oscars? It's boring bullshit. It's Hollywood patting himself in the back. Bring in the fucking Star Wars fans and like the bad movie fans. You got a new fucking audience.
And again, it has to he has to be voted on by his peers, and I just don't see it happening.
And it's also a huge distraction from Me Too, and White Gold.
Yeah,
I mean, I know he's white, but it's a distraction.
And I think A, he might end up at the Oscars anyway, even if he's not nominated. And B, if he is nominated, Jimmy Kimmel is putting him in stuff.
All right, my long shot. So if I get it, I get bragging rights. That's all I'm saying.
No, of course.
Okay, actress and supporting actress. I only have 4 for actress. I only have 3 for supporting actress. I'm a horrible man, and I really have trouble picking out strong female actresses.
I can pick,
as opposed to male actresses.
I can pick at least 3 off the top of my head for supporting and best actress.
All right, well, go ahead. Give me 3 off the top of your head for actress. I guarantee I already have them.
You got to go Meryl Streep. I mean,
really?
Yeah, absolutely. They're already saying this is her best performance of her career.
Really?
Yes. So Meryl Streep, best actress.
It seems so obvious, though. It's like,
right.
the actress that's been around since fucking forever.
Hey, I'm saying it's absolutely happening.
Doesn't she already have an Oscar?
Yeah, she's got a few.
Yeah,
she uses a couple as doorstops. She has so many.
Nah, yeah, all right. I don't agree with that. I'm not saying I'm right, but I don't agree with it.
Saoirse Ronan from Lady Bird, the girl that plays Lady Bird, she is absolutely going to get nominated for Best Actress.
I have that pick as well.
I believe, and I don't remember her name, and I apologize, but the woman that's in The Shape of Water, I think
Sally Hawkins, I have that chosen as well.
I think she gets a Best Actress nomination.
See, this is where I think that movie gets all its picks in other areas, not Best Picture.
Well,
I definitely see actress. Wouldn't be surprised if she won.
Yeah. I think they go Frances McDormand. I think she gets a Best Actress nomination. I mean, that's 4. I have 4 right there.
I don't think she wins, but I agree with that. She gets nominated.
And see, I don't have a 5th anywhere.
Well, the one I have that you don't is Jessica Chastain from Molly's Game.
Oh, Jessica Chastain? Yeah, maybe. Sure. Hollywood really likes her.
It's getting she's been getting a lot of positive feedback. I think it's worth a shot.
Okay.
All right, now supporting actress. I've only got 3.
Supporting actress is what's her face? The mom from Lady Bird. She absolutely.
Laurie Metcalf.
Laurie Metcalf.
Is that the mom? Or is that like the other girl?
No, that's the mom.
Okay,
Laurie Metcalf
that's who
is the mom.
Okay.
Allison Janney from I, Tonya.
I chose her too.
I think she's winning the Oscar, to be completely honest.
Would not be shocked.
Yeah. What's the other Best Supporting Actress that I was thinking? I do have a long shot though.
What's your long shot?
My long shot is the little girl from the Florida Project.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's kind of like my long shot.
I don't think it's a long shot. I think it's
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Wonder Woman would be a long shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. That's really off the top of my head. That's what I got.
I'm saying Octavia Spencer, Shape of Water.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
I think I think Shape of Water is not going to get Best Picture, but it's going to get a bunch of these other ones. And I think Octavia, you've got a black female actress, they're going to get her in there, and she's good. I'm not saying
you know
she doesn't
what?
deserve it.
You know what? Okay, this is also maybe not even a long shot, but Mary J. Blige from the film Mudbound has been getting a ton of hype. Now,
and what is Mudbound?
It's
you don't even know.
I don't really know. I know it's a Southern film. It's a black-white, racial type movie. Takes place, So, yeah, it's that kind of film. Mary J. Blige, black actress.
Directed by a black female.
Right, R&B singer. She's an actress. And they say, see, here's the thing. This is why I bring it up too.
You want the plot?
Yeah, go ahead.
2 men return home from World War II to work on a farm in rural Mississippi, where they struggle to deal with racism and adjusting to life after.
War. So Netflix and Amazon, they're doing this new thing now. It is a loophole that they're using to their advantage, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
But their films that they are producing for Netflix and Amazon, they are releasing them theatrically to qualify for nominations.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So the film Mudbound, they released it theatrically. And they will be they qualifies to be nominated. So it'll make the ballot. And I think Mary J. Blige could realistically be nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Mudbound.
I'm all for that.
So
Woo,
I'm calling it for that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So now we're down to
Best Actor.
my favorite categories.
I thought
What?
Did we do Best Actor?
We did Best Actor.
And we did Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress. Okay, your favorite categories. Yeah. This is the
Obviously,
adapted and original screenplay.
Correct. Okay. Original screenplay. Do you have any guesses?
Original Lady Bird.
That's
one
of my
I gotta go Lady Bird. Call Me by Your Name, maybe.
Okay, I don't have that one.
Maybe Get Out.
I have Get Out.
Off the top of my head, those are the three that I can go with for
all right.
Original.
The three I have that you didn't mention, I have Mother down.
Okay.
I have 3 Billboards.
You know what? I could go 3 Billboards. I didn't know if it was original or adapted, so.
Yeah, that's original. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you gotta. They're harder to tell than just like watching the film.
Yeah.
I give you that. And then Shape of Water.
Oh, that's also an original. Okay, because
yeah.
I see. The thing is, I didn't know which was which. I was gonna say for one of them. Like 3 Billboards and Shape of Water, I was gonna say definitely nominated for one of them.
That's why I'm saying I don't think Shape of Water. I don't think Fishman Sex gets picture. I think it gets original script. It gets actress. It gets supporting actress. I think they and obviously like technical effects that we don't actually give a shit about.
Sure, like right. Nightcrawler got a nomination for Best Original Screenplay.
Yes, and it should have won it. It didn't win it though, right?
No, it did not win.
No, it should have. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, now adapted screenplay. I have 4 choices. I didn't get 5.
I off the top of my head, I could pick at least 2 or 3.
What you got?
I think Dunkirk. Dunkirk's an adapted, isn't it?
Is that adapted?
See, I don't know.
Based on historical events does not count as
adapted.
Yeah,
okay, so I'm not going to count it.
Hold on, let me check. It might be based on hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not aware. No, Christopher Nolan wrote it. It's an original.
Fine. It might be nominated for the original then. But anyway, as far as adapted goes, I'm pretty sure The Post is adapted. Can you check for me on that?
Yeah,
Spielberg doesn't work off of original screenplays like for that, for that kind of stuff. I mean that that could be original.
That appears to be original.
Shit. So I guess the only thing I got is The Disaster Artist.
Which I think is a shoo-in for adapted screenplay.
Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, The Darkest Hour might be adapted. I don't know. If it is, then I would go with The Darkest Hour, but I don't know.
And the screenplay categories are harder to tell when you haven't seen the films.
Yeah.
But I
sure.
do think
when we do the formal reviews, we do our homework when we talk about it.
So. That's right. But right now, I think all the money in the world.
See, that's a Ridley Scott movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you seen it?
No.
No.
I saw the trailer.
It's good enough.
And it's an adapted screenplay, so it made my list.
Got it.
Thank you for your service.
That's the one with Miles Teller? Yes. He was the kid that was in Whiplash.
Yeah, it's the whole post-traumatic stress thing. And then my long shot for adapted screenplay, but I might get it just because, is Wonder.
Wonder. Okay. Oh, that's the one with the little kid
with the space helmet on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mask for this age, basically.
But it's based on a novel, so
yeah, it is. And Meryl cried after seeing the trailer.
I did too. You know why? Owen Wilson's in it.
Oh no!
It's like, no, God, please, what's going on?
They're putting him in Oscar potential movies now.
Owen wasn't Owen in the dog movie too?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, just stick to like Wedding Crashers 3. Please don't do this shit.
Best billboard ever.
That's not happen. So the Oscars are nominated Tuesday.
Yeah, they come out Tuesday. I think the voting has officially stopped, or will stop tomorrow, I think. No, I think the voting has stopped. I think they're compiling. I think they're compiling now, and they'll.
I have no idea.
No, I'm pretty sure the voting has stopped. So
yeah, so they announced it early Tuesday morning, so we'll know.
Yeah, I think it'll be announced 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I always stream it at work because between 9 and 10 o'clock it's a pretty dead hour. So I always stream it. I watch it live.
Although I actually looked it up.
Although last year they did something different with it. They pre-recorded all of the nominations.
If you go to their website, they have like embedding links you can put on your websites to stream the announcements.
Oh, really? I should put that on ours.
I just saw it today. If I remember correctly, they announced them around 6:30 Pacific. So yeah, you're right, around 9 o'clock our time.
I'll tell you what, if you send me your list that we talked about tonight, I will post it on the Facebook page tomorrow. So that when the nominees come out, we can actually compare them, do like a real comparison.
I'll take a picture of my scratch pad. Yeah, I'll send it right to you.
Send it over.
Yeah. Why do I keep seeing Kevin Smith's fucking face? He's like the spokesperson for Sundance now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I liked Tusk.
Yes, you did.
So
I liked it too. I liked it from the beginning.
I was.
Well, you didn't want to watch it at all. It's
and
giving you a reason.
Was like,
well, the whole podcast.
10 minutes
the whole
where it was,
podcast thing.
It's somebody that runs a podcast, and yeah, that's right. He runs a podcast, and that's where they had the idea. I was like, I'm already ready to bail on this fucking shit.
Yeah.
But
it's given you the will and the want to try and watch Red State again.
Let's not be too hasty.
Which Kevin Smith has said that's, of all the films that he's made, he thinks Red State is probably his best made film.
I would still say Chasing Amy.
I would probably agree with that.
I think it's the most adult film, the most successfully adult film he's ever made.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. I'll give Red State a chance again.
Sure.
I'll have to do it with somebody else, though, because I can't make it through that fucking dialogue at the beginning. Oh, holy shit. Maybe it gets better. And, with Tusk, it's like his dialogue worked in that because it was a surreal film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I'm watching a bunch of high schoolers talk about like religious cults or whatever, I'm like, no, you don't. Call Quentin, spend a weekend with Tarantino, have him teach you how to write fucking dialogue. I'll go back and watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back over and over again. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm not. And that's the thing, I'm not just like even dick jokes. No, dick jokes are good. When what a lovely tea party. That line is still fucking hilarious to me.
Right.
But yeah, but I don't know. I made a horrible mistake, by the way.
Which was?
I gave a coworker some movies.
Oh no! Now, are these movies you're expecting to get back, or?
Oh, it was on a thumb drive. No. It was just like, well, but he was like, "Oh, Scott, can you get me the Disaster Artist?" He was honestly serious about it. He's a young guy. He doesn't have much experience in films. He didn't know about The Room, so I was like, "Listen, I'll give you that." And I don't know how it came up, but I ended up giving him The Room, The Disaster Artist, and I also got him copies of Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, and Brain Dead.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. And I did tell him, look, it is a young guy. I said, look, I don't know what your wife is, her stance is as far as films go. And he said, she's not really that into films. It's like, then you're definitely not going to watch these 3 films with her. You watch these alone. I'm not responsible for breaking up a marriage. I'm not. So
you got it. You got to give the disclaimer. If you're giving them that stuff, you got to do it.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I didn't just give them just to say, hey, these are fun. No, I said, watch The Room before you watch Disaster Artist, and watch these 3 alone like they're gay porn. I didn't say that, but that was the implication. Watch them as if they're gay porn. No one needs to know you're watching them, and you want to make sure no one walks in on you while you're watching them.
Yes,
just fucking watch them.
Especially Meet the Feebles.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's just like at a quick glance, you'd be like, oh, this is a kid's film. It's like, oh, it's so not a kid's film.
Well, I mentioned Brain Dead, and I said, it's a zombie film. He's like, zombie films don't do it for me. I said, dude, this one will. This is not just a zombie film. Because he's like, what is he, like 20, almost 20 years younger than me?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, yeah, he watches The Walking Dead. He doesn't know what zombie films are. He's this new way. It's like, no, dude, you're watching this, and you're gonna thank me, or you'll never speak of it again. But
definitely something's gonna happen. Yeah.
But no, starting next episode, we will be reviewing 2 Oscar films. Or our next 2 episodes, because we record them together and break them up. But next Thursday, you and I will be reviewing 2 Oscar films.
Yeah, we could definitely. Yes. Yeah, because the nominees coming out on Tuesday, we can watch 2 films for Thursday. It won't be easy. Well, you know what we could do? We can figure it. I've seen 2 already. So.
Well, you don't know that yet.
No, listen, Lady Bird and Dunkirk are being nominated. It's fucking guaranteed.
I'm going to try my hardest to watch a couple of... all right, out of the ones I chose for Best Picture, which, it's kind of fucked that we're serious. Like, I chose these 10 for Best Picture. How many have you seen of them? Oh, I don't know, 1 or 2. It's kind of fucked to say that. It's like, you're talking out your ass, aren't you? Says, well, you can feel the vibes.
Well, here's the thing.
It's not all about merit.
You got to remember something. It's not like all of these films have been released throughout the year. Most of these have been released for like 2 months ago.
Right. But I'll tell you.
So watching all of them, it's a lot harder.
From the ones I chose for Best Picture that I think will be nominated, I've seen 3 of them.
Okay.
So you and I don't think we're going to have crossover. I think the only film we both seen, I don't think any of them. No, I don't think you and I have seen. I don't think you and I have both seen any of these films.
No, you're absolutely correct. Yep.
Yeah. So one of us is going to have to play catch up.
Definitely.
After Tuesday.
Definitely.
This weekend, I will do my best to watch Dunkirk. And you know what?
If you watch Dunkirk, we could at least do that Thursday, and then both of us would have to watch potentially 1 or none.
Well,
for Thursday's
I can tell
show.
you, I can get the ladies at the house to watch Dunkirk because they're into history stuff and war stuff.
Okay.
So I can make that happen. Lady Bird, I'll try to watch on my own. If we really feel that those 2 are hands down, no fucking chance in hell they're not going to get nominated, I think we both agree on those.
I really do think Lady Bird gets a Best Picture nomination.
Right. So let's just say right now, next week, we will be reviewing, and don't take this the wrong way, but we're going to be getting these episodes up in a timely manner this month, right?
All the episodes are up. We're up to date, dude.
Now we are. What I'm saying is, going forward with the Oscars, we're going to get these episodes up in a timely manner, correct?
I always do.
Excuse me?
I listen. When it comes to the Oscar episodes, they are up the next day.
Okay, that I will accept. All right.
I had a surgery, dude. Not that I have like that big of an excuse.
I said don't take offense. I just thought it was funny that like, we had somebody comment on our Facebook page, which we've been kind of absent from the last month or two with the holidays and everything.
Oh, they asked for
posted,
a review, yeah.
Someone had said, "Hey guys, are you still posting on iTunes?" And I responded, "Yeah, Joey, are we still posting on iTunes?"
I didn't see that yet.
You didn't?
No.
There you go.
Somebody asked us to review a movie though. They asked us. Oh shit! What was the name of the movie? I have it.
Well, I mean, all bets are off now until the Oscars are over. Unfortunately.
We keep getting YouTube. People keep creating not tickets, but strikes against us, saying, "Oh, you know, like we just got one now." It said, "Oh, your review for Mad Max Fury Roads has, you know, a strike has been not a strike, but we've been flagged." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? We've been flagged
for what?
Because of content, because we have the movie or we have the interviews playing in the background."
Oh, so you're not saying that like people watching them are reporting them. You're saying like we're getting flagged for
copyright content. It's a copyright flag.
Thing because YouTube doesn't give a fuck about fair usage.
No, did you see their new guidelines that they're doing? We can't monetize anymore.
Right. Which, I mean, oh no.
We have to have like 5,000 hours of watched video a year in order to monetize. And it's like, you know what? I don't know. It's like, you know what? Maybe we could get 5,000 hours of video watched a year if you didn't fucking flag us every time we uploaded a video.
I just don't know what I'm going to do without that revenue stream coming in.
Yeah, I know.
That's the reason I love this shit. Every now and then my wife will say something to, like, we'll be watching BuzzFeed's Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
And they're actually quite funny. I do like them. My stepdaughter got us onto them. But every now and then she turns to me and says, "How come you and Joey aren't like these guys making money, you know, like doing this stuff?" I was like, because we're not like young hipster, like early 20s people without families and shit.
Yeah, we have fucking responsibilities.
Yeah, because that's not what I'm doing all day. I'm actually like, you know, I have a real job now for a change. so no. There's nothing worse than being scolded by your wife that you're not PewDiePie.
Oh God, yeah.
I was like, how come? Well, PewDiePie's making money. He says, yeah, and I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Phoenix Brian, if you guys would be able to do a review for the movie You're Next, I would really appreciate it.
Oh, you know, I saw that and I liked You're Next. There's your review. I would like to review that film. Have you seen You're Next?
Isn't that the one where with Ty West in it?
Yeah, that's the one. We've actually discussed that film on the show.
We've never done a formal review, but it has been brought up.
No. Well, we did discuss it, and my main thing was because Ty West dies in it, and that was fucking awesome. It's like, you know, it's very seldom that I get an erection during a horror film, but I came very fucking close during that. Did I mention that I don't like Ty West?
No, you well, yes, you have. You have mentioned it.
Oh, what's this newest thing? Didn't they announce he was doing something recently? And I was like, oh, motherfucker.
Probably. Yeah. Is it a reboot or a remake of some kind?
No, he's doing TV shows, episodes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he has nothing in the works after Valley of Violence, which is probably In a Valley of Violence is probably the most positive review I ever gave him, which was, yeah, it's a shitty Western, but he stole from the right people.
Yeah. Yes, that is exactly what you said about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate him. I still have to watch The Sacrament.
I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, I got it specifically because, like, oh, here's a slow burn doing the Jonestown because that's new. you fuck. You fuck. But what we're saying, oh yeah, no, you're next. I would love to do a quick review of that. But unfortunately, and we have to get back on Facebook again. Holidays and everything, we've been very scattered. I said to Joey, I need to get more serious about getting the written content down there. He needs to be, and we both have to start tackling the YouTube again and see what else we can squeeze out there. But
like this video will get uploaded because the only thing that's playing in the background is just an Oscar loop. That's it.
Oh, we'll get flagged for that shit easy.
Maybe. I mean, I got the video. I got the video from.
That's a copyrighted image there you're using. Go fuck yourself.
I got the video from YouTube, so so I don't know. Maybe not.
Don't even pretend that logic involves any of this.
I mean, I'm also going to upload all the Halloween episodes because I played the Lost and Found video footage stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's in the background, so we shouldn't get flagged for any of that. And
we'll get back on a thing with that. I want to start getting the old episodes back with the slideshows. Which when I take the time to go through and make my own slides, I like those episodes. I was watching some of them on YouTube. I was like, damn, I picked some good fucking scratch.
No, I actually really like our slideshow episodes, and I hate to say it like this. I kind of think that our slideshow episodes, if that's what we had to do to make sure we got videos on YouTube, I don't think I would mind.
Me neither. I put in the time.
I think what we would have to do, though, is the video concept of us in the bottom corner stays, but we just put a bunch of slideshows together and play that video in the back while we record.
In advance, you're saying,
because
instead of post, do it pre.
Yeah, because the slideshow episodes that we have now are just audio. It's the slideshow with us because that's all we had. We didn't have video when we did those.
Because we're taking old episodes and doing. You're saying going forward, we could just do the slideshow in the background. For what? Let's try to do that with the Oscars. It's going to be harder because a lot of these films aren't available.
Yeah.
But I will put in the time to get to try to put slideshows together, put like the slides together for you to run in the background during the show, so we're not showing making of footage and stuff.
And I think what was the golden rule? It was 100 slides per. Was it 100 slides per half an hour? Or some shit like that.
I forget. I tried to get around 200 slides per episode.
No, I think it's 50 slides per half an hour. So
okay, I mean, I was aiming for 200.
A 2-hour show would be 200 slides. So basically, what that means is each review is going to be about an hour. So it should be about 100 slides per movie. So
all right. Well, let's do this. So we're not killing everybody with us having our production meeting during the show.
Yeah.
So if you're still listening and haven't turned us off in total disgust,
that's okay.
Next episode, we are going to plan at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, to review Dunkirk and Lady Bird.
Yes.
Because we're almost 100% positive those two will be nominated for Best Picture. If they're not, we will make a change, and you won't know what it is because, holy shit, what can we do in 3 days?
Yeah.
2 days. But
right
now the tentative plan is Dunkirk and Lady Bird, 2 episodes next Thursday.
I would bet my left testicle that at least one of those two gets nominated, but realistically they both are.
Okay. And I'm going to try... I would like to try to scare up some guest hosts during some of these Oscar shows.
I'm good with that.
I don't know who. Obviously, no one famous.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna I'll see. We'll put the word out even on the Facebook. And if you're listening to this and like, oh, I want to talk smack about an Oscar film, please call our hotline, which Joey will give you the number for as we close up.
That's right. Oh, we're gonna do that. That's right. We should do that.
We should do that.
We should do that. Let's see. Here we go. Ending music.
Hit it.
Yeah. All right. So this is episode 261.
I don't hear it.
It's coming.
There it is.
Moviesucktastic. As always, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. We've been doing this shit a really long time, and ironically enough, I feel like we're really coming into our groove with this. We really got it down. I enjoy doing this. I would like to continue to do this, and if you guys keep listening, we will.
I'll tell you one thing. I think we have the Oscars down fucking pat at this point.
I don't think anyone does the Oscars like we do.
No.
I really don't.
No, I think we do it much better.
Yeah, and normally what I do for the Oscars is I put like interviews and like footage, in the background while we record, and that's fine and all, but I think slideshows are going to work much better. Actual screenshots from the movies. I think that's going to work.
Yeah.
I think that's going to work way better than.
We're going to aim for that.
And you know what? We get flagged for the interviews. It's like, what the fuck? You don't like free advertising? Fuck you.
Fuck them.
Anyway, so go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. You can listen to the show there through our podcast player. You can tune in live every Thursday at 8 o'clock and hang out with us while we talk about movies. And you can download the show right from the website as well and put it on any device that you like to use, and you can listen to it anyhow you like as well. You can go to iTunes.com and you can download or listen to the show there as well. You can leave us email. The address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. You can leave us voicemail, 908-514-4470. That's 908-514-4470. You can go to our Tumblr page. That's moviesucktastic.tumblr.com. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. Everything that we talk about on the show, from when we go live to trailers to just movie stuff in general, goes on the Facebook page. And you can download the free app for your Android devices. It's 100% free, and everything I mentioned is in it. Highly recommend getting it. You will not be disappointed. You should go to the Google Play Store and go grab that right now. And that's it. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, no.
No.
I'm white gold's getting a little old, and I don't know if I want to start screaming "Me Too" because I'm not a woman. I think my words of wisdom would be: this year's Oscars is going to be fucked up,
and I can't wait. I haven't looked forward to an Oscars in a while. I'm looking forward to this one.
I agree.
Yeah, Tommy Wiseau's going to be there. Mark Hamill's probably going to be there. Jimmy Kimmel is hosting again. That he was the one with the FUBAR last year with the Moonlight, not winning Best Picture. Oh, fade out music. We missed it. Oh well. So it should be interesting. There's going to be some interesting jokes, I think.
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Talk to you later.
White gold.
Me too. Wait, no. No.
Stupid women. Oh shit, we're still recording.
I shouldn't be laughing.